So today we have got our first set of workshops being delivered by the Wallace Group of University volunteers, covering the three sports: basketball, football and netball. We partner with the governing bodies, so the Football Association of Zambia, Zambian Basketball Federation and Netball Zambia, to deliver a set of 6 workshops which will accumulate towards a entry to certificate, so entry to netball, entry to football and entry to basketball certificates. These certificates enable these guys that you see behind us here to go out into their communities with more confidence, to impact the lives of young people through the respective sports that they coach.
When we have workshops like this, for me I see a future of netball, and especially when we are looking at the grassroots, because this is where it all begins. If the grassroots is not well managed, we will not have the better place for the elders. So for today's workshop, it's good for the country and for the girl child, because these are the young girls who are going to have the knowledge that they are going to grow up with, and they are going to be, they'll not just be doing community coaching, but they'll have the knowledge that they need to bring about international standard in netball.
The workshops have actually been running for a number of years, so over a decade. However, in the current iteration, where the governing bodies have been far more involved and engaged since about 2018, 2019, and across all 3 sports, we have now qualified or certified over 300 young individuals, which is absolutely incredible.
So the aims of our workshops are to go through the 4 different moments of basketball. So we've got offense, transition defense, and then defense. So we're trying to cover all of those, but then we also want to give these guys a refereeing course as well, so that when they're coaching, they can also referee games on the weekends as well. I think just to make these guys better coaches. Obviously, throughout these workshops, we're not going to make the next big coach, but these guys are on the way there, and I think it's really important that we show these guys how to do it. And yeah, I think the future's bright for all these coaches here. We have so much to show these guys, and they have so much to show us as well. So they can show us stuff from their sessions, we can show them how we do it back home. So having done level 1 and 2 back home, it's nice to kind of share what I learned from that with these guys. Yeah, I just like how everyone interacts with each other. So like anytime you see someone, you have to greet them and say hello, how are you? And today when we went over each other's names, we did a little dance, so you go and you say your name, and that's a nice way, I think, to greet everyone. I think I'll take that home. I like that.
The most exciting thing about what I've seen from the workshops is actually just new faces every year. We're never really duplicating, but we're seeing different coaches year upon year at these workshops. That's a great indication that not only the workshops are contributing towards a pathway and helping the individuals that come to these workshops move through the pathway and move on to their next level of coaching or their next level of life, whatever that might be, but we're also able to generate enough capacity and enough interest in the sport and the programming that new individuals and new coaches and leaders want to take up that space in their communities and make a difference, which is really powerful. I think the other thing that's really exciting that I've noticed over a number of years now as well is the number of girls that are participating in these workshops and gaining their leadership certificates. Back in 2018, we really struggled with a number of sports, and we only really had maybe 1 or 2 girls per sport discipline in these workshops, and now, you know, you look behind me and you've got close to a 50-50 split, if not more females than males, which is absolutely incredible, and we would love to see that continue into the future.
Taekwondo! 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 Taekwondo!